All right, I'm here with Tracey Wilmer, our hard hat winner of last year.
Yes.
A young lady whose name I misspelled on YouTube and was then chastised for. A young lady who's promised Team Fake glasses and never delivered.
I know. I was going to bring them today, too, and I was running.
You're better off not bringing anything.
Okay.
It's better off for everyone's relationships. But at any rate, we're here talking about the Tampa Breeze coming up with Philadelphia Passion this week. And, it's the last game of the season, and it's a preview for what we're going to have next, or January 29th.
In the playoffs, 2 weeks later. Exactly.
In the playoffs. What can we expect out of you guys this week? I mean, you guys really went out there and made a statement against Caliente.
We expect to make a statement against Philly, too. We expect to have them come to the playoffs and be scared to play us. We really are going to go out with everything and give them everything we got. And I know that it'll give us a look at what they have to bring to playoffs, but we want to make them scared.
Now, I heard Coach earlier talk about Philadelphia being called the Beast of the East. Now, you guys have led the power rankings pretty much all year long.
Right.
But no one seems to want to talk about you guys. Is that going to put a chip on your shoulder?
Not at all. We know that we're a good team, and I think that with us, we have a good all-around team. We have a great offense, we have a great defense, and together, we do everything together. And I think that Philly is a good team. It'll be a tough game, and it'll be a great game, but we came out to win. We're going to win.
Now, a lot of noise has been made, obviously, about the altercation, let's just say, at the end of the game last week. It's made YouTube. A lot of people who never knew about the Lingerie Football League now know what it is and are kind of tying it in with that. It's a shame because it was a heck of a game.
Right.
What did you guys as a team learn? Because that game didn't just start getting violent in the last play. There were two ejections before that.
Correct.
Did you guys learn anything about yourselves or about the league during that game?
I think the biggest thing that we learned is to not let the taunting get to us, and that we're better than that, and that just to go on and play and ignore that kind of stuff instead of fight or.
And that's a tough role for you because in some ways that stuff is, I don't say encouraged necessarily, but it's played up, right? I mean, the league is very much an in-your-face league. There's a lot of taunting, a lot of touchdown celebrations.
Right.
There's no penalties for any of that during the game.
And they're big on touchdown celebrations, and they want us to do touchdown celebrations, but fighting is not going to be tolerated. So.
Well, clearly, with the 2 suspensions, and you're one of the young ladies who was suspended, so you will not be playing tomorrow versus Philly. What are you going to do? Are you going to be on the bench? Are you going to be in the facility?
I will be on the bench, cheering on my team, and then watching the plays and helping, the center and giving her encouragement. So.
And now who's going to fill in for you at the center position? You're the quarterback of the offensive line.
Chantal will be the center.
Chantal
and then Caitlin will be the
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Is there anything you want to tell fans that maybe haven't decided to come out Thursday or don't know what the hell the Yellow Thon's about, something they may not know?
Just that it's going to be an amazing game, and Philly is going down. See you in the playoffs.
Thank you very much, Tracey.
All right.
All right, I'm here with Adrian Purnell, Mike linebacker for the Tampa Breeze. And, I didn't even get a chance to know you until this year, right? You're a new player this year. And what's your experience been like playing for the Breeze?
It's been amazing. It's taught me a lot of leadership qualities. And taught me to keep my cool in a lot of awkward situations. So it's a growing situation, I guess.
A lot of growth happened last week after the Caliente game. That was a heated contest. It was everything everybody thought it was going to be. And one of the things that we know from doing the play-by-play on 10-10 was you were in the backfield constantly. Now, can you describe a little bit about the role of the Mike linebacker in the LFL? Right? With blitzing and things having, rules about that.
We consider the middle linebacker the quarterback of the defense. So it calls for you to be very aggressive, be very smart with the decisions that you make. You got to be able to see. I sit in the back a lot just so I can let my side linebacker feel a play time. But I mean, it's very difficult. You gotta. If you notice any of the other girls in the league, they're very fat. We're more linebackers than big girls. So when they look at me, they're like, "We're not no linebacker," and they think they can take advantage of me. But my speed and my agility, like they call me Pac-Man, my coordinates, it gets me to where I need to be.
Well, I want to point out when you say that they're fat, you're talking about like a $138, right?
No, I'm talking about those girls have muffin tops, like they're fat girls.
You are so going to get called out for this when the other girls watch this.
I don't care.
So that's something to note about the Lingerie Football League. Part of that is a lot of bravado, a lot of in your face. We saw that in the Miami Caliente game last week. Obviously, you kind of embody that as well. Now, What did you learn after the brawl last week? We had 2 players suspended from the Breeze, a coach that we lost to that whole fracas. What did you learn personally about what you can do moving forward? Because it's going to get heated again, rest assured. Other people watch that tape.
Yeah, I mean, I learned it, I'll be honestly, like before the game. My coach warned me, he's like, I know you have a hot head, you need to stay calm because they're going to push your buttons. They're going to do things to make you get ejected. And a girl got ejected from hitting me, and I didn't even hit her back. So if our girls would have went at the end of the game with the same mindset, even though the game was over, obviously you'd still get penalized. So, I mean, I wish we all would have had that mindset. I'm just happy I had it because I would have hated to have half of our team gone for this next game because that would have been bad.
Well, and it's a shame. It was a heck of a game, and it got kind of marred by a brawl at the end. Even there were a couple of ejections earlier.
It was honestly the best game I've ever seen. Like, a participant, I'm very proud to say I participated.
It was a phenomenal game. Now, this week against Philadelphia, you guys are going to face these girls twice in 3 weeks, right? You know you're going to face them in the first round of the playoffs in Jacksonville. Are you holding anything back, or are you going to show them everything you got?
No, we're not going to show them our whole hand.
Not just talking Coach Hogans. He said they're going to see everything. Are you telling me?
Offensively. Defensively, definitely not. I mean, we got some key players out, honestly. I mean, obviously, but and I'm a little dinged up still. So
you hurt your wheel, didn't you?
Yeah, I got my ankle sprained, but I mean, I'll be in there. It's not, you won't see me as often as you will see me, but I mean, we got some things in the works for playoffs. Don't let it fool you.
All right, now for people out there who have not been to a game yet, it's the last opportunity to see the Breeze play here in Tampa this season. What do you want to tell them that they may not know about lingerie football to get them ready to go out there and see the game? A Thursday night game, right? They got to go out there and maybe miss work the next day.
I mean, we're pretty girls, but we play hard, and it's you've seen it a number of times. You know, we don't play around, and I've seen it so many times. I work here at Hooters, and I always walk up to my table. They're like, "You're so pretty. How can you play football?" I'm like, it's not what you think. So they go into the mindset, go into the game, oh, it's just these girls pushing each other around. They come back after they see the game, they're like, I am a seasoned fan. Like, I am going to be at every game. You guys hit, you guys play, it's like a well thought out process. We watch film, we run like over 80 plays. Like, it's badass.
Now, and this is your first year. Are we going to see you back next year, you think?
I hope so. If Gil Murphy will let me back on the team.
Well, thanks so much, Adrian. Appreciate taking the time.
Thank you.
I'm here with Adrian Hogans, offensive coordinator of the Tampa Breeze, and had an opportunity to speak with you, Coach, at the press day here, which is tremendous. I just to ask you a little bit about the team we're going to see in Philadelphia this week. Can you tell folks out there who maybe don't know about the LFL, what can we expect this week for the Breeze-Philadelphia matchup?
Like I was saying earlier, it's the 2 teams that are in the divisional playoffs, Philly and Tampa. Kind of like the old school NFL Tampa Philly rivals. It feels like that. And I remember back in 2001, 2002, I got in Monday Barber and finally got the Bucks over the hump. So, we're looking to kind of have a similar situation tomorrow. Obviously, it's kind of a lamed up game, so to speak. Both of us are in the playoffs, but we got some things that we want to show Philly. We want to give them a lot to prepare for it. I'm sure Philly have the same attitude coming in here to Tampa. Like I said before, they're a well-coached football team. They're a very talented football team. It's going to be a great game tomorrow night.
Now, there are some rules differences that people may not know about in the LFL. And we try to cover that a little bit when we do the broadcast on 1010 CBS Sports for play-by-play. Now, some of those are about the defensive configuration. I know the offensive coordinator, but as a coach, you probably know that. Could you go into the defensive differences and then the offensive side as well, what they have as far as forcing passing into the game that's dominated by the
defensively, you have to start in a cover 2 shell. You can't show 3. And I guess you can show a prevent defense, but the linebackers, they have to be at 3 yards. There's a 3-yard cushion. The corners, there's a 5-yard cushion with the cornerbacks. A blitz is considered sending 2 linebackers. You can only blitz 1 out of 4 downs. You can send 1 as often as you like, but you can only send 2 once per series defensively. offensively, it's a run-dominant league. The teams could, they run the football all game, obviously, to prevent the possibility of turnovers. With that being said, they instituted a new rule this year where you have to pass 2 times per series. So instead of 4 downs, if you get 4 downs and you hadn't passed once by that 3rd down, you have to pass twice on the next 2 downs. As long as you're getting first downs, you can continue to run the football. But once you get to the 3rd down and you hadn't passed, you're forced to pass those next 2 downs. So, it adds a bit of a wrinkle. I mean, it's good for defenses, obviously. In the NFL, if you get stops on first down, you can say you go up, you get off the field, you get a stop on first down, and then, you get off the field on 3rd down. It's kind of similar thing in defensively here. But obviously, from an offensive standpoint, I don't really change anything. Having 4 downs, it kind of gives me an extra down. So that first down, I do different things for coaches that are educated and that want to game plan, first down. So it's good for me offensively. And it's good for defense also.
Now that's a point you just made that I didn't bring up earlier. There's no punting in the LFL. It's 4 downs. You're going, and there's no field goals, are there? No field goals at all. So they don't even have the nets up. So there's a kickoff at the beginning, a kickoff at the end, and that's all the kicking you're going to get. Now, the clarification is important because last week when we broadcast the Caliente game, the announcers, myself included, were confused by that rule. Now, going into this week, there's one other thing I'd like to kind of talk to you a little bit about. Tampa Bay has an amazing luxury that they have 2 quarterbacks that are phenomenal, right, with Denisha and KK. What is your philosophy going into your game plan with using both quarterbacks and interspersing the way you did? Almost all the kids you've seen last week.
Yeah, everyone has seen KK's arm. She's got a cannon, and the first 2 games, she didn't get as many reps as we would like. So we kind of forced her into the game against Miami, and she did well. Obviously, what she can do with the deep ball. We'd like her to get better on some of her shorter reads and let the game come to her. But, having a talented player such as that, you have to put her on the football field. There's no rhyme or reason to what we do. There's no rhyme or reason really to how I call plays. It's more of an art than a science. So whenever it comes to the substitutions and the personnel, the head coach Joe, he handles the majority of the personnel and the substitutions. But obviously, calling the plays, you have a scheme of how you want to get certain players in football. But it's more of an art than it is a science to it.
All right, now going into this game, like you said, it's a lame dunk game. We're going to face these guys again on the 29th for the playoffs. The intent, like for every team, but for the Breeze especially, with a lot of veterans coming back, is going to win that bowl, right? What can we look forward to this week against the Philadelphia Passion for people who don't know what the heck they can expect?
Again, you're going to see a hard-fought football game. You're going to see a tough football game. With everything that we have in the arsenal, we're giving it to Philly. I mean, we've got a large playbook, and they're going to see every single play we have in that playbook. We're going out to win this football game, and I'm sure Philly's doing the same thing.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate your time.